Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Yeah, been a minute. I feel like since I recorded one of these Mammer Jammers. But yeah, good to be back. We had a lot of snow coming out of a big snowstorm, the old blizzard of 2026 here in the Northeast. The last time it happened, but it was all in the sixes. It was 2016, and then the blizzard of '96 when I was younger. We got like 97 feet of snow. Yeah, I have some kind of crazy pattern to that. But either way, we got a bunch up here where I live on the coast of Rhode Island, Connecticut. Kind of got whacked the most there. We got about 35 inches. Holy camole, right? It was a lot. Flights got canceled. Trips got canceled. And that's what happened to me. It was a real pain in the butt. A lot of shoveling. And my neighbor down the road, old Fritz, this guy's a genius. He's like the nicest guy in the world. And he has a big excavator, like a bulldozer, backdozer type of thing. Which one is it, Brad? It was let's think for a second. It was a backhoe where it has the hydraulic arm, the digger, but then it also has the and it's on four wheels. Okay, and then it has the big metal bucket shovel pusher thing, in the front there, and that's he was going down the road, and then I saw him doing my neighbor's driveway. So I ran out there and I was like, Fritz, I'll fucking do anything. Fritz, look me in the eyes. I'll do fucking anything if you shovel my driveway with your big fucking excavator. And he did, man. And I didn't have to do shit, which is great. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't think he drinks. I offered to give him, some Dr. Pepper or freaking, I don't know, Guinness or whatever the heck, or nothing. Just I said thank you. My God. But he could only do so much because the snow was so heavy. It was packing down in certain spots under his tires, under the giant tires, and it was just spinning. It was a disaster. I was out shoveling, finishing something, doing some more. It was crazy. And I saw another guy going by with a bigger machine. I flagged him down, and I was like, bud, and I didn't know this guy from nothing. And I said, but I'll give you $50 if there was a little bit that Fritz couldn't do. And he came in and he blasted out. I gave him 50 bones. Best $50 I ever spent in my life, or close to it. Unbelievable amount of time and energy and potential injury and frustration saved there. He went in there and just pushed it out of the way. See you later. Goodbye. So let's go spring. Hopefully we're done with all that snow stuff. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready for the spring, man. I want grass. Look, I'm looking outside there. I got to wear sunglasses. I'm about to cut little slits in freaking deer bone and put it over my eye, and so I can see. It's like freaking Antarctica out there. That's what the indigenous folks up in, I think, like Alaska and parts of Canada and stuff, they take like seal bone or caribou bone or some type of material. Okay, cut me a break. And they cut little slits in it and they make like little glasses. So when you look through, instead of looking like, all big-eyed, you look through these. Anyway, what you get is you don't get burned on the eye. It's like a preventative. It's like a protective, like a little, you can see without like going, what I'm talking about, going blind there. Take care of your eyes, guys. You only got two. I think they can give you all other kinds of stuff. I don't think they can give you eye transplants. All right, guys, let's open up the lines to some calls here. Take some questions. Love hearing from you guys. Send any of your thoughts, concerns, questions, ideas, rants, opinions, just general whatever. To layitonbradleone at gmail.com. Let me know where you're calling from if you want, okay? And we'll get back to you with some solid sound advice. Lay it on, bradleone at gmail.com. My dude, Emily here. Whenever I make mac and cheese, I make a great roux with butter and flour, add some milk, bring it to a simmer, take it off the heat, add in some nice melting cheese that I have on hand. Then I mix in my pasta, put it in a baking dish, add a little breadcrumb cruncher and whip it. She didn't write that. Add a little breadcrumb topping and whip it in the oven for like 20 minutes. My major ick, all right, here we go. My major ick is that my sauce always, capital letters, goes into the oven beautiful and glossy and dreamy and perfect and always comes out broken, grainy and greasy. Yeah, it's splitting on you there. Any idea on what I'm doing wrong? What the heck? Let's get back to the ick here. Okay, so what's happening, I'm not going to give you, hey, listen to me. I'm not going to give you some big scientific answer, okay? But but what's happened is it sounds like your cheese, depending on the cheese, you might want to switch your cheese. So like, have you ever noticed like when you heat up like a Swiss cheese, all right, if you go to melt it on a burger, it breaks a little. It melts, but like the oil comes out of it. I wonder what cheese you're using and how long you're baking it or at what temperature. It's probably because of the type of cheese, I'm guessing. And you get like your scrambled eggy looking bits of milk protein solids, and then your oily kind of split, blah, 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 whatever. And you're also making that roux. Things are kind of, I guess things are getting weird on you. I've been there. Hey, listen, when you have a nice sauce and you go and you bake it sometimes, I think it has to do with the cheese type. I would start there, and give that a whirl. Yeah, good luck with that. And I love a good baked little mac and cheese, but I've had that same thing happen, and it must just be because when it goes in perfect and then you bake it at that high temperature, it's causing it to break and split, and it's probably still delicious. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, welcome to the show today. We got a lovely guest, 2 guests actually. Okay. And it's a father-daughter duo, this is a first for the show. Really excited for it. Let's give a nice warm welcome. Okay, you might know from some of Dad's work, and likely some of the daughter's work as well. But from the dad, we're looking at one of the biggest shows I think that was like ever on TV. It's up there as far as like numbers and stuff. And he was, I believe, he was the executive producer and creator of Everyone Loves Raymond, and he has his own show out now where he's traveling around eating stuff, and his daughter too, writing books, kid books, new one coming out this March. Let's give a nice warm welcome for Phil Rosenthal and his daughter Lily. Welcome to the show. We had quite for those of you just joining us, we had quite the little IT technicality. It was quite the fun experience. And our editor and producer of the show, Kate, did a phenomenal job of fixing it all. But welcome to the show, guys. Thank you for your time and for hanging in there and not just jumping off. It got a little dicey there.
It's nice to see you, my friend.
Thank you for having us.
This always happens when you mix Jews with technology.
I said like maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of different outcomes when you do that, but one of them may be that. But yeah, man, I just wanted to welcome you guys to the show. Stoked to have you on. I know you've been doing a lot of stuff. I know you got a new book coming out, Lily, which is pretty awesome. I checked out the first one a bit. I have 2 kids myself. Yeah, there you go, Dad. Way to pull it up with the placement, Dad. Bud.
You're welcome.
Love that. You can't buy that. Well, you can, but you can't teach that.
Buy that, actually.
Well, you can teach that too. Yeah. That's something I always wanted to do, is maybe make a kid's cookbook,
You
just
should.
I just love the idea of just of books for kids and stuff.
Do you have kids?
It's not a new. Yeah, I do have 2. I have 2 sons. I got 2 boys, 10 and what the heck? 9 and 7. That's what they are.
Oh,
very nice.
9.
That's so nice.
They're great, man. Yeah, they're big boys, and they're off to school right now. Thank goodness. But no, it was they're awesome, man. And just reading books with them and stuff has always been something that we did, quite often. Nothing crazy, but often enough. And there are a bunch of food ones. It's just something I always, maybe one day I'll do it. But enough about me, man. How did you like the process of making a kid's book?
It's really nice.
Dad, did we lose you? Are you here?
It says trying to reconnect. Make sure you have a stable internet connection.
There's no way. There's actually no way.
He's
Dad?
faking it.
What the hell? Now my internet is fucked up now?
No, he's a professional. Nope, he's doing that on purpose. He's faking.
It's all the years of improv class. Just
answer the question without him. We'll just roll with Phil Frozen for a minute.
So he has this food and travel show, Somebody Feed Phil. And I told him, we get all these videos back from fans and they're all little kids imitating him and just jumping for joy the way that he does when a piece of chicken hits the table. And
Oh, what the kids? Sorry to jump in, but so kids love your old man. Your pops.
yeah. Oh, they love him.
Oh.
They think he's Mickey Mouse. Like he makes these faces when he eats, and he does these dances, and they love it. It's so fun for them.
He's very
animated.
Very theatrical, very animated with his face.
Exactly.
Right? And kids kind of eat that up. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So
I told him, you should do a kids book because like you're hot with the kids, and that would be great. And he was like, I'll do it, but only if you'll write it with me. And so that's what we did. We just wrote our first one, and then the nice people at Simon & Schuster were like, let's do more. So that's what we're doing.
And what was like the process with the illustration? I mean, are you are you an artist, or is that just you worked with one and they created a vision type of deal? And
we worked with a great artist named Luke Flowers, and he did all the illustrations, and we're so lucky to work with him. He's a legend in the kids book community.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I'm back.
All right. Heck yeah.
Thank God.
Welcome back. We were just talking the bookmaking process, and I asked her a little bit about art and how that was going. And she mentioned the artist, and just talking.
Very nice.
But yeah, because I mean, I wrote just a normal book one time, and it took forever. It was a lot of work, and I'm assuming that the process with what you did was pretty similar, right? I mean, just a lot.
Well, kids books.
I mean, it takes a long time to get a. Yeah. Go ahead.
Kids books are a little easier than grown-up books. They're shorter. You know how you sell a kid's book, by the way? You don't pitch it. They say, oh, that sounds like a nice idea. Why don't you write the book, and then we'll see if we'll do it.
Yeah, make the
you write the book.
Make the book.
I guess it would be a bit easier in a way that it is a far less text and pictures and pages,
Yes.
I guess, for sure. Yeah.
To me, it makes perfect sense that they would want the whole book because it's maybe 50 words.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. It did well, right? You guys had a New York Times bestseller on that one. That's great. Congratulations.
Yes.
On that.
Yes.
And then
We're
got
fancy.
the second one come.
Very fancy.
Heck yeah, good. You got to be sometimes. And you got the second one coming out this March, right? Is it March? Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right.
March 10th.
March 10th.
Right,
It's called Just Try It.
And what's similar? Tell me a little bit about that book. Kind of similar vibe, or
Okay, so the theme of our books, it's called Just Try It. And in each book, Phil and Lil will try something new. So this is Just Try It, someplace new, going and staying at grandma's house for the first time.
going to stay at grandma's for the first time, like an overnight little trip?
A
type of
little
deal, or
overnight,
like forever, or?
yeah. First night away from home. And
Gotcha,
how
okay.
it's really, honestly, these books are like little self-help books for kids. It's for anxiety. That's all it is. It's fear of the unknown. And adults have it too, but it starts when you're a kid and you're like, no, what if I get to grandma's house and she doesn't have the cookies that I like? Like, you know?
Or if she smells weird, or
Yeah.
has one of those like old clocks, like the
Yeah.
cuckoo clocks are dum dum every hour in the middle of the night, like my grandma did. You know, like great woman, great food.
Don't trust
but it
her
was a little
clock. Yeah.
You're goddamn right. Don't trust her clock, man. Terrifying. I'm 40 years old. I'm talking about
Yeah,
it. So.
I get it. So kids
Yeah.
feel the same way. And so it's really just to help our anxiety that I still have a ton of anxiety. And so maybe this book would have helped a tiny bit. But what's really nice is from the first one, we get messages all the time of kids that try new foods because they want to make Phil and Lil proud. And like, that is everything. That it's so fun.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can broaden some horizons.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. And Phil, we were talking a little bit about you before when you stepped out for a minute, about how the kids kind of love your animated expressions when you eat. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the show that you did for quite a while, right? Or are you still doing, correct me if I'm wrong, traveling around, eating, doing the thing that you do?
Oh, yeah, we're still going. And it's the joy of my life. We've done 8 seasons already on Netflix. We're their longest running show. And feel very, very lucky. in every way to have a job that I love doing, and I get to do it with the people I love. Lily's come with me on several episodes. I love doing the book with Lily. I love being with my family. Monica, my wife, comes along when she can, and my son Ben. And now Ben and Lily are both married, and so their spouses come along too. It's just the greatest life you could imagine.
Oh, home run lottery ticket
Exactly,
derby
that's
right
how
there,
it feels.
Phil. Yeah.
These books are a little
blessing.
way of paying it forward so that other people can enjoy life the way we do. One of the things is having an open mind. That's what that's done for me, is to have an open mind. That's how all the good stuff in the world gets in. If you're shut off, nothing good can get in.
No, I believe that. I mean, we were oddly just talking to my oldest son about, no, oh my gosh, it was my youngest son. We went bowling yesterday, and he kept just being like a big negative Nancy. Oh, I'm bad at bowling, blah, blah, blah. He just kept going down the hole of negativity. And we were trying to explain to him, if you always say that and you put that box up, it's kind of what's going to happen a lot of the time.
The attitude that you enter something with usually dictates how that thing is going to go.
I have a hard time arguing with that, for sure.
I just saw this thing on the internet, and I saw it and I loved it so much I sent it to the family. I send a lot of stuff that I find to the family.
I do that too.
He sends a lot of articles and links and videos.
I send it all, man. Conspiracies, food,
I love it
music.
so much.
So
Never
today,
stop doing that.
This older guy, even older than me, he says, I get up in the morning, and the first thing I say to my wife after I love you is, how's today going to be? And she always answers the same way. Today's going to be the best day of my life.
Oh.
Dang. You guys do that
No,
every day?
This is a guy that I saw on the internet.
This random guy in the video.
Yes. That I sent to the family.
Yeah.
But the attitude is the same, I realize.
Right.
If you get up and go, oh, God, I got to look at all the crap I got to do today. Or, it's raining, blah, blah, blah. What if, in your mind, either silently or say it out loud, today's going to be the best day of my life? Guess what? It kind of falls into place. I'm not saying stuff doesn't happen, but that attitude, you approach the world like that, nice things happen.
Yeah, I love that, man. And it's easy to say, right? We can all go down and falter from that, you know, and it's easy to do.
But why not start from that?
But I couldn't agree more, Phil. And the jump on the whole sending people meme things. There was this one, it was like this old Italian guy, and he was like, I don't know, he was like fixing a car or doing something. It was like an AI made video or something. And but the point was beautiful, and he was like, I found happiness or someone asked him what the meaning of life or happiness or some shit. And
happiness or some shit. And that should be the name of your kid's book.
It's definitely going to go on a shirt or something. And the moral of it was like, you got to find the beauty in everything that you do. Instead of like when the wheelbarrow of sand fell over, like it was all just part of the big painting. And and again, the AI video did a much better job of telling the story, but I believe you get the point.
Yes.
There. Yeah. So yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. A little positive mental attitude is certainly, again, I preach it often and I fail often, but it does seem to be a universal energy for sure.
Listen, you go to Japan, right? And Japan is if you go to Tokyo, let's say, you walk outside, it's like crazy. It's like you're in a pinball machine. And then you go into any shop or any restaurant or even just a tiny little place to eat that has 8 seats, whatever it is, that world in there, that's perfect. And you get the lesson right away. We can't control the outside, but what we can control, we make perfect and beautiful.
Yeah. I think Japan I've never been, but it's one of my favorite cuisines and
Lily's
for sure.
Going on her honeymoon.
And the culture just seemed.
It's true.
Oh, God bless you.
I'm so excited.
Sounds amazing. You should be. Yeah. I mean, oh my gosh. So Phil, you've gone around and did quite a bit of traveling over it sounds like and that's a beautiful thing to travel with your family. The hardest part about it for me is not traveling with my parents. My God, I don't need to bring them all the time. But my own family, my
where have
my
you
kids,
taken your
Yeah.
Where have you taken your kids?
Oh gosh, I mean, I don't think we've gone international with them yet. We've gone down to Florida, we've gone to Montana,
That's
around the East
nice.
Coast and stuff. Yeah, but I don't think we've gone anywhere international yet with them, which is, right around the corner for sure. But, it's one of them things that's just really been weighing on me. We've been talking about going out and doing the redwoods,
Ooh,
maybe this spring or something, or just a little bit of Northern California.
Beautiful.
There's just so many beautiful
Yes.
spots. That's the thing. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys. I mean, you don't even have to leave the country in your lifetime,
no,
and you could see, you know what I mean? Like, and
absolutely right.
the fact that you can is just it's yeah, the world's awesome, man. And unfortunately, it's a scary, crazy place too. But my gosh, I like to try to. I still believe there is a lot of. It's run by. It's not. I shouldn't say run, but I still believe it's filled with a lot of beautiful, amazing.
There's more
people
good than
who,
bad.
We
have to remember.
Amen to
We have
that,
to
man.
remember.
I buy a lot. I
Yeah.
think too. So Phil, in your travels, and Lily, you can chime in too, since it seems like you're involved in that show, man. Which congratulations! I think it's a monster of a show. Are there some? And I hate favorites. I almost don't even want to ask this question, but I will. Are there a handful of places that really stood out the most to you? In all of the 8 seasons or 25 seasons or whatever you said before, that really kind of stood out where maybe like had an impact that like, and maybe it's all of them in a weird way that kind of like, really kind of inspired and maybe affected your life.
Well, since we just mentioned Japan, there's a show from last season 7, I believe, on Netflix, where we went to Kyoto, and that's Lily's going to see. It's a gorgeous, beautiful, you feel a very spiritual connection to it, even if you're not religious. There's ancient shrines everywhere you look, mixed in with the modern city, and it's just the most beautiful, serene place, and the people are so welcoming and sweet, and as they are in most of the world that I find. But there's a certain way about their way of life that I just find so beautiful. I got sad the first day I was there because I knew I only had a week and I wanted to stay more.
Oh, I bet, man. I'll move right now. I've never even been. You just see in the Olympics too. You'll like this, I think, where they showed like a before and the after of the locker room in one of the teams, and it was like the Americans and the French, and they were just a mess after.
Oh
Drinks
yeah,
everywhere,
I saw
and
this.
And the Japanese, they like folded everything. Everything was like respectfully put away, and like, man, you know what? Sign me up. I'm tired of all the.
It's a different way.
I think it's really admirable, and I could see that would. I gotta get there as well too.
It's about respect for themselves, respect for the world around them, the respect for other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing. The world could certainly use a little bit more of that. Huh? Outside of Japan, Phil, anything else that really sticks out as a
Dad? What about when we went to Iceland?
Amazing.
That I feel like Iceland because we got to go as a family to that one, and just to. Have you ever been to Iceland?
No, I don't get out too much, but
that's fair. So Iceland feels otherworldly. Like you'll be driving and you'll see a volcano erupting and wild horses running next to you, and like
pterodactyl flies by or something.
Yeah, it's friggin' crazy and so beautiful, and the food is phenomenal, and the people are so wonderful. I love Iceland.
You went in the hot springs, right?
Great.
You went in the hot.
Yeah. Oh, and the Blue Lagoon, like you literally feel like you're on another planet, and it's so magical. It's just, you got to go there. It's great.
It's hard. I know the list is so big. It's incredible, right? But I mean, the places that I have gone, fortunately, that like I had similar experiences to where you just feel like it was like down in like Costa Rica or anywhere in Central or America. The few places that I've gone down there where it's like, you go on the coast and it's just like this, like, it literally looks like, I think they even shot like Jurassic Park down there or something. Like you would, all of a sudden there's parrots flying by, and it's like, it might as well be another planet.
But it's our planet.
So cool.
We have this gift. If somebody gave you a house, I always say this, if somebody gave you a house, like here's a free house, it's yours, big house. Would you stay in one room of the house?
No, of course not, right?
I want to see
Hopefully
the
not.
whole house. That's the idea.
Yeah, I know. We've been given a really beautiful house with a lot of really amazing rooms, but we're really seeming to make a big mess in a lot of them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can clean it up, man, because it was, to your point, it is.
But in my travels, I found that most people in the world want to live in peace and want to get along with their neighbors. And they want everything that we want, which is what?
Yeah.
To be happy and healthy.
Well, you said
make sure your kids are happy and healthy, right?
Well, you said the key word, right? You said we. I mean, and what is that? That's inclusive, right? We're all the same thing there, right? So, I mean, I think we speak the same language there, Phil, in what we do for a living as well as in people, and Lily too, right? Where it's like food being a universal language, where we could go somewhere like Japan or Costa Rica or you name it, and at the end of the day, I do believe I can go have a meal with a family in you name the country where it's tall white American shouldn't
I've done it.
And I do believe, you know what I mean? I do believe for the most part, people just want food and safety and love and, the obvious stuff, right?
Yeah.
And for me, right, food has always been that. I don't really I don't play any instruments. That's another one, right? Music can get you in the door, but food, respect, right? I mean, that's it, man. I believe it can get you a lot of places.
It's the great connector.
Yeah. And that's been, a huge part, obviously, right? I mean, what you're doing out there. And it must be great to go to so many places. And people have you had any any bad experiences where not just in the culinary where you didn't like the food, but where people were just not into you?
Everyone's into me, Brad.
Well, that sounds... That's how either you're gullible or really on to something.
I think it may be a little gullible. Yes. But that's part of the attitude. I think people will be into me. And so I feel like they are.
Listen, if you're not doing anything.
I don't get a lot of, we hate you, Phil. Get out. I don't get a lot of that, except in my house.
And you know what? Well, I think we have a lot in common then, Phil, because I'm in the same boat, right? Where it's like people always ask me because I make YouTube videos and on social media presence is Brad, you don't read the comments, and I'm like, yeah, I do. Everywhere it's all it's like 99.9% positive.
But do you remember the 0.1%?
It doesn't feel bad. That doesn't bother me. I mean, my God,
bothers me.
I
What's
know
with that guy.
Oh, it bothers me.
Oh, it shouldn't. You got to remember. I mean, how many? It's like a Yelp review. I mean, are you guys big Yelp reviewers?
No.
Or?
But we look at it everybody.
I don't judge, but no, we all look at it, right? Like the stars. But it takes a special person to go in and write a review or something. So I also think it takes
freaky. It's so weird.
And to each their own, and maybe Yelp's not the issue, but my point with the internet is a lot of that negative noise on the internet is just that too. I mean, it's just
it may not even be a person
talking about here. It could be a 7-year-old kid in Thailand
or a robot.
It's the internet, you know what I mean? Or a robot,
or a person that is just not that happy with what's going on, and this is their power that they get to exude.
Everybody's that. Let me tell you something. Anytime I ever had a negative, not anytime, my God, but anytime I ever confronted a negative thing, a comment, or someone left something rude, and I said something, because I didn't like that. I would say 99% of the time, oh, I was just joking. I didn't think you were going to respond. I was just joking around. Everyone's a big tough guy on the computer, on the keyboard. It's easy to be, right? But
it's cowardly.
Point being,
but listen, I have a platform where I could say things and it would be on the show. Meaning I could go to a place that I don't like and tell you, don't go here, it stinks. Why would I do that?
Sure. Right.
Why put something negative in the world? I only talk about the place if I like it. If I don't like it, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be in the show.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that, Phil. I mean, why put out any more negativity? Right. I don't think you could have said that any better.
If you don't like something, move on and highlight something you do like and get people to watch that, see that, go there.
Of course.
You don't have to take down something else to lift up another.
Yeah.
Just lift
As long
up.
as nobody's hurting nobody, there's no reason to go adding any more negativity to
It's
the ether.
crazy.
So I
there's enough
more.
of that.
Yeah,
For sure.
what a sad way to live your life if that's how you're spending your time. And then you just got to feel sad for the people.
Well, to our point, what we were talking about before with positivity, I mean, you get down that circle of negativity too. It can be a pretty dark, ugly place, And any hoot on that. What else? You got any more travel coming up or any more new?
Well, Lily and I are starting a little book tour for this new book. And so we'll be in Long Beach at the travel show this weekend, and we'll be in New York the next day. Next week, we'll be in New York and New Jersey and Charleston.
Oh, you're going to New Jersey, huh?
Yeah. Bookstores. And
I love that.
Where else? Orlando.
Where else? Orlando, Los Angeles. Yeah.
Orlando.
It'll be fun.
Good for you. Oh, that's going to be a blast.
And I get to do it with
just a father-daughter. Father-daughter book tour.
A little jaunt
just
there.
The two of us.
What's the tour? What are you guys doing? Is it like a little meet and greet kind of chat kind of deal?
Yeah, some of the places will read the book to kids and we'll meet the kids after. We're doing an event with Dominique Ansel where he's making a fun sandwich that goes with the book and cool. Just like fun different things.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Where are you guys calling in from? I never got to ask you. We'll start with you, Lily.
Yeah, I'm in Hancock Park in Los Angeles. And so is my dad. We're just in our homes.
Oh, right. So you guys both live in LA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, Phil, are you from? Where did you grow up, Phil? Where were you? Where were you?
Yeah, I was born in Queens, lived in the Bronx for a little bit, then Rockland County, which is a suburb of New York. And then I went to school on Long Island at Hofstra University, and then moved into Manhattan for 10 years. And more than half my life now has been here in LA. And Lily's whole life has been here, and Ben too, our son.
Yeah, I never left. I went to college here, so I truly just stayed.
California girl.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Not a bad place to be. My gosh.
No.
I mean, right now it's like 21 degrees outside. And
that's why I was walking this morning.
It's cold
I was
and beautiful.
Talk to you on my walk because it's so gorgeous outside.
Yeah, it's like 80 degrees here.
Yeah, I know how LA goes.
Where are you, Brad?
I love
Where
it.
are you?
I live on the coast, Rhode Island, Connecticut border there, right near like Westerly or Mystic.
Oh my God, that's great.
There.
Love.
Beautiful.
Lovely place. It's just we're at the tail end of winter right now, and we just got hammered with some snow last week.
Yeah.
And everybody is just kind of over
Is it going to
know?
snow again when we're there next week on the East Coast?
Oh, I hope not. Jesus, Phil, don't bring that. That is negative energy, Phil.
Just a question. Listen, a lot of people like it, especially kids.
I love the snow, but I also
don't know
what I'm talking about.
But it's like, what are we? We're in March now. I'm a big gardener. I like my birds and my, we're ready.
Great.
We're ready. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So growing up you said you grew up in Queens?
Born in Queens, didn't live there very long, couple of years. I don't remember it. Okay. The Bronx, I remember a little better till I was 9. And then really a suburban life from 9 to 17. So that was the bulk of it.
What did your parents do?
My dad was a tailor.
Oh, yeah. Go on. In New York, old school New York tailor?
Worked in the garment center. And then saved up enough to open a little kids' clothing store. Very
Legend.
Sweet.
So cute.
And my mom was a paralegal.
Okay. And then when you guys made the jump to the suburbia there up in New York, was it were folks taking the train down?
He was driving in. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Driving in.
And then I think he wanted the store in, a couple towns over from us, maybe so he didn't have to commute every day into the city. Yeah. So that was then a very big part of his life. And he loved doing that.
Yeah. And then that worked out great. He did that
until he retired. Yeah.
Wow.
And you know what?
That's
he loved
amazing.
telling old jokes. He would, even as a young man working in the garment center with his dad, he would go to a little nightclub in New Jersey where they had amateur night, and he would get up and tell jokes. And my mother was on a date with another guy and went to that club and saw Max Rosenthal and said, I like that guy better than this guy I'm on a date with. So I always say, if my dad wasn't funny, we wouldn't be here.
Max just stealing girlfriends since
Left
back
and
in
right.
the day. Let's go, Max. What a guy. And Mom, shout for, recognizing
I owe
it
everything
there. I
to
like
their
it, man.
sense
Max,
of humor, for his sense of humor and her sense of humor, appreciating that. And they were both really funny and great. And I don't know if you know, but Lily and her husband and me and a great chef named Nancy Silverton, we opened a diner here in Los Angeles called Max and Helen's.
amazing. How long have you guys been open now?
4 months.
4 months.
4 months, yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. Congratulations.
Thank
Well, you
you.
teamed up with a heck of a chef. And, I think it's going to, it sounds, I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Oh.
Next time I'm
Come
out
on.
in LA, I'll have to,
You gotta
We'll
come.
take you for a tuna melt.
yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, I love, don't get me started on tuna melt.
Oh, our
I just did
tuna
a
melt is so
What
good.
kind
People are
okay,
calling
all right,
it the
let's
best
talk
one they ever
tuna melt
had.
real quick.
It's true.
Stop it.
It's because we use New School American cheese. You know New School?
No. Let's start from scratch. Where are we talking? What kind of bread? Where are we going with this?
All right. So our bread is from Suzanne
Or just,
Goen.
you don't have to tell me that.
Oh, okay. It's white
Just
bread.
like his white bread.
But
Okay.
it's a artisanally made white bread. It's not like Wonder Bread.
Susan Goen's lovely.
great.
I'm sure it's delicious.
The thing is, every single element of the diner, every aspect of it, every ingredient has been thought about to be the best
As
could
it should
possibly be. So even though it's
high
diner
quality
food,
ingredients.
it's probably going to be some of the best you ever had because of the ingredients and the attention to detail. And Lily's husband knows how to cook.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, my husband runs
You guys
the
are
show.
making me kind of hungry. We'll get back to the tuna melt in a second, but I just wanted to jump on what you said there, Phil. I mean, as I don't really like to call myself a chef, but as someone who is just really passionate about cooking as well my whole life, and I guess do it for a living in a sense, ingredients are everything. I mean, it's the absolute essential. It is the most important thing. The care of ingredient, from where it comes from to how it's treated, how it's processed, to its genetics, if you can, when it comes to it's such a rabbit hole, and it's so beautiful, and it makes such a difference. And when you give it to someone, a chef that can just carry that torch and then apply it to certain principles and fundamentals of cooking, you get magic. It's perfect.
Yeah, I meet the great chefs of the world. They tell me the most important thing they do is shopping for those
100%.
ingredients.
I mean, it's
And then you try to not
everything
screw them up.
Do less.
Yeah.
I mean, the old saying, I love a
Yes.
good cliche, less is
that's
more,
right.
and
Of course.
just a couple, but all right. So sorry, back to
Do
the
it,
tuna
Lily.
melt. White bread, tuna. Talk tuna.
All right. So in the tuna salad, it's a very plain, it's very simple, the mixture. It's some herbs and Dad, do you know? Does he put lemon in it?
Maybe a little,
Do
but
you know?
the mayo's very good. And the quality
It's
of the
mayo,
tuna is
it's
very good.
Phenomenal.
I believe it.
And then-
Probably a little West Coast albacore.
remember where it's
maybe.
from?
Maybe some yellowfin.
It might
Maybe
be
some
from Spain.
bluefin. Oh,
Fancy.
I gotta find out
likely
and
some
get you the
bluefin.
ingredients. But
bluefin.
then
Going tuna fishing
American
next week.
cheese, and the American cheese is from Chef Eric Greenspan, and it's New School American cheese, and it's the cleanest American cheese you can find. Very few ingredients in this American cheese.
I'm familiar with that American Cheese Maniac
Yeah,
and that
good.
project that he did.
Good,
with
good,
that.
good.
And it's,
The other
and
thing
he
is,
did a great job.
As it's being griddled, I'm going to say not a little bit of butter.
A lot of clarified butter is squeezed onto the bread, and then you flip, and then
It
again.
makes the outside really
So-
crispy,
It's like
golden
golden.
brown, buttery,
Oh yeah.
and then the inside is nice and soft and beautiful. I like the little
And then
tomato
I
on
like,
mine.
yeah,
Oh, I'm not against that.
yeah.
Phil, at all.
No, it's nice. And then we have our hot
Oh,
sauce,
I love it with pour the hot sauce on. Oh, it's good.
and the hot sauce with the tuna melt is special. Oh my
no,
god,
it's magical stuff. You get that little vinegary, little tickle, little heat there. It goes nice.
My
with all
parents
That's it.
all that
would
melty
not have been
goodness.
caught dead with hot sauce in the house. They didn't. Nothing.
Oh,
spicy.
really?
The
Oh,
only
no,
spice
they don't
we
like
had was
spice.
salt, and so the hot sauce has their picture on it. It says Helen and Max's. Not for me. hot sauce.
That's amazing.
And it's a drawing of them going like,
No, thank you.
Oh, you guys gotta like
We
bottle
do.
that stuff.
We
if you don't
do.
already.
We do.
Oh, go on.
Max
Yeah,
and
right
Helen's
on.
not for me. Hot sauce.
What a name, especially now. I got a little backstory on old Mad Max over there.
He
I
loved
love it.
soft scrambled eggs more than anything in life. Fluffy eggs. That's his favorite thing in life.
It's on his tombstone. It says, I swear to God, on his tombstone it says, "Are my eggs fluffy?" And it's why we had to make the diner, because we had to have a diner that served fluffy
Max's
eggs
fluffy
for Max.
eggs. So you have Helen's matzo ball soup and you have Max's
love-
fluffy eggs on the menu.
I tell you what, I think the model you guys picked, I think is absolutely brilliant. And one of because I love, I'm from New Jersey, and it was a good land of diners, but it's all Greek dining,
But they're
owned diners.
disappearing.
But they're certainly disappearing, but they're also, sorry for waving
magic
my
wand.
My wand at you. But they're oh my God, what was I saying? But it was never, the food was great, the hours are awesome, but the endless coffee, yada yada. But the ingredients, the food was always kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like I mean that.
Well,
listen,
it's just
it was fine. It's fine
because the ingredients and at the price point, like, it couldn't be phenomenal because.
And the clientele didn't care. I mean, what it was built on, I'm not trying to knock that and say I shouldn't have said that.
No, but I get what you're trying to say, of just like, you're not eating at like a fine dining restaurant where it's like insane. You're getting your bacon and your eggs and you're moving on with your day.
They were getting factory farm pork, you know what I mean? And eggs that came on the Cisco truck, type of deal. And hey, there's a time and a place, and I'm not being judgy. Any food is better than no food.
Absolutely.
But to what you're saying, what your model, where you can take those classics and then just elevate it with technique, but then also with just like really high-end ingredients.
It's a somewhat romanticized version of a classic diner.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
We're not trying to like, there's a Yiddish word for when something is like too much. It's called
kaputz.
Ungepatch.
Oh God.
Ungepatch. It's like when you have a piece of sushi and they put the caviar, and then they put the gold, and then they put the truffle, and you're like, okay, enough. That's
too
crazy. That's ungepatch.
Ungepatch.
So the diner is not
sounds like a
meant
soup
to feel. Yeah, it's not meant to feel ungepatch. We're not trying to make it fancy versions of the things that you know and love. We're trying to make exactly what you said, like elevated, high quality, romanticized versions of the things you know and love from your childhood. Because that's like the best kind of eating, is when you have something that gives you that ratatouille moment, takes you right back to being a kid and having the thing your mom made you in her kitchen,
Absolutely. Oh my God, food nostalgia is
the best.
Is everything. What did you put? I'm sorry, jump back to the tuna melt. Lettuce on it or no?
No lettuce.
We're not crazy.
No lettuce. Oh yeah. No, I was just joking.
No, I'd be insane.
Brad,
I'll put a mound of I'll put a mound of shredded iceberg on it.
We do have a really nice iceberg like salad though. It's just a slab with Russian dressing. Yeah, it's so good.
I love a good iceberg.
You're gonna like that.
If you guys ever make it up to lovely Maine, the vacation state up here on the East Coast,
we love.
By the way, Maine, a diner in Maine was the inspiration for this diner.
The Palace Diner.
Yes.
You've been
Look
there.
at us. Oh my gosh, they're lovely. I think it's in Bideford, Maine.
Yes, that's it.
That's
Bideford,
exactly
Maine.
the one.
Bideford,
Greg
Maine.
Mitchell is this genius.
Great
he took over
people.
this old railroad dining car from 100 years ago.
Him and his wife,
He
I think.
worked at Gramercy Tavern, one of the best restaurants in New York.
Correct.
Left the menu as it is and just elevated everything by getting the best ingredients.
Oh man, I guess because we were talking tuna melt, and I know they had an awesome tuna melt. It just reminded me of it, and they kind of had that
Totally
same where it was just
inspired
like
us.
awesome ingredients. Oh, that's beautiful, man, because it's one of my favorite
that.
spots
You know
when I
it.
go up
so
there.
now you know what
love,
you're going to be getting when
Yeah.
you come here. That kind of thing.
Oh, I'm excited. You guys got pickles?
Oh
Very
yeah.
nice pickles.
You kidding? Pickle
Well,
comes
half
with
sour?
every sandwich.
You a
Yeah.
half sour, full sour, Phil? What are we
I think it's
doing?
A half.
Is it a half
Yeah.
sour? I think it's a half sour.
I'm a half sour. Yeah. My favorite.
Brad, we hit
Love-
your sweet
love
spot, I
that.
think. The diner
tuna
food,
melts
yeah.
and pickles and I'm also a little hungry as well. But you sure have, man, and just food in general, and just and talking about kid books and the importance of that. I mean, to go full circle, and it's just like food and kids is kind of like I love it, and I love doing it, and it's something that I think is.
So
really
I want you to
important.
do that
So I
cookbook,
think,
but do it with the kids.
Yes, well, that's kind of what I wanted to do. I also want to make like a YouTube cooking show.
You
for
should
kids,
with
like
your
a home,
kids.
like a modern day home
Yeah.
economics.
I love that. I think you should. Yes.
Little fun
kids.
fact.
Yeah.
Little fun fact about me.
There you go.
I got into the culinary. I didn't get into cooking or anything like that until I was about 27. I went to a culinary school, took a loan out in Manhattan, and I wanted to like really like naively, I wanted to like get involved in like a government level to reinstitute home economics. I wanted to be like the guy to like, I don't know. I was probably high. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, I wanted to like work for the government because they like took that. When I was in school, they taught us how to make a birthday cake or boiled potato. I know how to do that. My parents were, good cooks, but point being, a lot don't have exposure to that.
No.
And I know there's a lot of great programs out there and a lot of really cool things, but, yeah, I don't know. That's a little fun fact for you.
I always wished that there was something like that for like how to change a tire, how to do your taxes.
They used to have that in school.
Yeah, I wish they still had that.
Oh, you mean useful things?
Yeah, like, the things that you need.
It's amazing. You graduate
No one's ever
going
to teach you.
No idea how to do laundry.
In your defense, taxes, no one in the world knows how to do taxes.
That's fair,
Actually, it's just a big scam. No one really knows how to do it. You literally have to pay people. Well, yeah, heck yeah, man. Well, I know you guys are busy folks. What else you got going on? Anything else you want to yap about?
Let's see. The book, we have the TV show, we have the live shows that we do.
The diner.
I was just in Florida last night. I got home late at night to see you this morning. And it's very nice. But I love doing these books with Lily, and I'm really looking forward to this week we're going to have on the road together, and we're going to be going to some great places to eat.
I was going to say, I'm really excited
We're lining
for
them up.
the food we'll be having.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
You have any restaurants in mind that you want to share with us that you're excited to go check
Well,
out?
some of our favorite pizza in Jersey is Raza Pizza.
Oh, Jersey City.
you
there?
know it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to live in the Heights there. It's
That's
great place, man.
and
Place.
he's a friend now. We had him on the show when we did our New York episode, and it's just
I love Raza.
It's phenomenal. So there's that. There's a beautiful Indian restaurant in New York that I love that I'm dying to take Lily to because I've been there now 4 or 5 times, and it's called Bungalow. And it wins all these
so
awards.
excited!
It's just some of the best Indian food I've had outside of India.
Oh wow!
Cafe Pana for ice cream. I'm excited
for
that.
Do you know that place? Have you taken the kids there?
Where is Cafe Pana?
Oh, you gotta go to Cafe
it's like
Pana.
11th Street downtown in Manhattan.
Is it that tiny little spot over like kind of like
It's like I want to say it's near 5th Avenue and 11th.
Oh,
Cafe
okay,
Pana. It's amazing, and I think she opened in Brooklyn as well now. Yeah.
Did she? Oh,
yeah,
that's great.
A bigger place.
And what it's an ice cream
it's
parlor.
Great.
Okay. Is it like a line out the door?
Yeah.
Sometimes if you go at the wrong time,
but the kids will love it.
Sure,
because it's like Ben and Jerry's if they put 100 times more stuff in it.
Oh, it's like that's not my kind of ice cream.
Oh well, you can have,
but that's
you
like
can have
only
a plain.
that's like if you do a fun flavor.
Oh, they mix things. Gotcha.
Their best flavor, in my opinion, is their cookies and pana. It is. I've never had an ice cream flavor be so like it seems so simple and it's so good. Yes. Oh my god,
I love that.
You gotta go.
Ice cream.
And then we'll be in Charleston.
I'll add that to the list,
which has amazing food. We're planning
great
that.
Town. Gosh,
I
anything
love
planned
Charleston.
up out there? Yeah, it's a great town.
I think
right?
the best
so
barbecue
fun.
I've ever had is there. It's called Lewis. And then Orlando is a phenomenal food city without Disney World. Because immigrants have come and built Disney World and maintained it all these decades, and they've set up their communities all around it.
Well, Phil, let me pick your brain real quick because I'm getting talked into a Disney trip right around the corner, maybe potentially. Oh God, But
I like Disney. Okay.
I like Disney too,
But,
but I think it can be hard when you're a
It's a lot.
parent and making sure the
it's
kids
a lot.
get
It
it
costs
all.
like $75,000 ago. It's like it's crazy. But anyway, I don't want to be the Scrooge of the Disney
It's great.
experience.
But
you
I
go
say
once
when
or
we
something.
did the episode there, yeah, go to Disney, take your kids to Disney. I'm sure you'll have a fantastic time. But what I found is that the real Magic Kingdom is the real world outside.
That's what I want to know. I want to know where to eat out there
Watch
in
that
Orlando.
episode.
What's the
episode?
Okay, will do. That sounds great. Actually, that's great. Good little homework for me there.
Yeah.
Got some intel.
Well, homework.
That's
right,
one of my
thanks for
favorite
that.
episodes because it was so unexpected to find these treasures.
What was the predominant? Was it a lot of like mixed cultures
Yes,
and
that's
cuisines, or
exactly.
what was
It's like a microcosm of the world is there. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
shit.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Man, I got a little more excited now.
There you go.
A little
You're
more
gonna have a great
positivity,
time.
Phil, about Disney. All right.
Positivity.
Thank you.
Key
You're
to
changing
everything.
You're changing every dad's perspective about Disney. One bite at a
Brad,
time.
what's today going to be?
The best day of my life, Phil.
Well, love.
Well, heck yeah. Well, guys, man, thank you again for joining. It was great chatting with you. And
Thank you.
Yeah, heck yeah. Oh, before I forget, I always have a couple questions that I forget to ask before we say goodbye. You were chatting about food nostalgia a little bit. You made the ratatouille moment.
Yeah.
For both of you, do you have like what's something like that ratatouille food, something mom made or dad made or whoever that you. What do you want? What do you want right now?
For me, I think an egg cream takes me right back to being a kid when my dad would take me to this place called Victor's every Sunday with his friends. And I would get a vanilla egg cream, and having that at the diner takes me right back to childhood.
That's so
I
nice.
bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
I like chocolate.
Yeah.
I like turtles, but but is that's the smell or chocolate just gets that's it? That's your answer?
What would
chocolate?
be no, Dad?
Oh, I
what's
was just talking
the
egg creams.
food that takes you back? Sorry, yeah, no. What's the food that takes you right
now,
back?
The older I get, the more
It could have been chocolate.
the more we
actually.
become our parents, right? So I'm into the fluffy eggs myself now. And when I have them, I think of my dad and how much he loved them. So it's isn't
he
it
make 'em?
amazing that you can have that connection last your whole life, even if they've passed on? They leave traces of themselves. And at the diner, we have pictures of them all over the world. So it's a little bittersweet in that diner, he would be there every day if he could, right? He would be there telling the chefs, you cooked them enough. That's enough. But he would be there. I'm sure he'd be there every day. He'd be a celebrity there because he was in the show. My parents were in the show. I would Skype with them at the end of every episode, and he would tell a joke. And so they were in the episodes. And he got to be well known. So he'd be there holding court every day if he could. So that's sad that he can't be, but he's there in spirit. We feel them both there every day.
Oh, no doubt about
my
it.
My favorite picture is he's holding little Lily.
Mm.
You got that on the wall at the diner?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Man, Max, do you look like your dad? Or did you have a similar appearance?
I think I'm a combo platter, I think.
He really looks a lot like his mom.
Okay.
I think the most you look like Helen, honestly.
Thank God.
Is that right? But something stuck with me when you said there. It's like you become your parents, or they like leave little seeds that you find, like
things you think about.
That's true.
You find
man.
yourself saying something that they said, or having the same attitude about something. Comes from somewhere.
It's unbelievable how that works.
I mean, even the way he says the word "what" has just become like what?
Yeah,
like
right.
Literally,
What?
it's like becoming Max. It's crazy.
He'd come downstairs in the morning.
I have my own things.
We're getting
sounds
there.
Like,
yeah.
I want to drink coffee and just bullshit, he sounds like he would have been
best.
quite the character.
If you watch some of the older episodes, you'll see.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You guys coffee drinkers.
Oh yeah.
We have our own blend
how do
at the diner.
Oh,
it's fantastic.
We work with our friends at Go Get 'Em Tiger, and they
Okay.
help us with our blend, and it's really good. It's
I believe
we
that.
want it to be like classic diner coffee.
I'm going there now.
And so I'll meet you there. I'm gonna head over
I'll
too.
meet you there. I'll be right there. I'm gonna get the tuna melt.
Do you know that Steven
But what I
Spielberg
was getting at-
sends an assistant to pick up that tuna melt?
Really?
He does.
I believe it. Hey, man, a good tuna melt is like, let's not throw that
That's no
around
small
lightly.
thing.
I mean, I put Havarti cheese on mine,
fancy.
dill
Oh.
Havarti.
Fancy.
Oh,
Oh, it's delightful, guys.
oh,
Give
it sounds delightful.
Throw it on
I
there.
want
one
to
time.
try that.
What I was getting at my
Yeah,
coffee
the
question.
coffee.
Are you guys a cream people?
I put a little. I'll put a little almond milk, or honestly, whatever they got. If they have half and half, I'll put that in. Non-fat.
Right answer. I'm
Yeah.
a half
It's
and
a
half
luxury
guy.
Half and
item.
half is
You're half and
nice.
half. But let me tell you
Oh,
something. What
you-
I've learned
you
in
guys
my
are my
travels, I'm a coffee guy, right? I like it. The difference between good coffee and okay or bad coffee is
The
good
bean.
coffee, you don't have to put anything in it because it's smooth
Yeah,
and
for
great
sure.
on its own. It tastes great on its own. You don't need sugar. You don't need milk. Serious.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's what a rabbit
Yeah.
hole. You know, I got a great
I
opportunity.
put sugar and milk and everything.
I put a little bit of maple syrup and a little skosh of some half
Oh.
and half.
Ooh, maple
You didn't try,
syrup.
Lily?
That's
just a little bit.
interesting. I haven't
Let's
tried
try
that.
it today.
Really nice maple syrup.
Okay.
You guys should. All right, last question. Last meal. All right, like the show's over, the gig's up. What is it? What's on the table?
Dad, you go
All
first.
of my comfort food from childhood. Not the
Great
fancy
answer.
stuff that I've been lucky enough to eat in my life. That's not what I crave.
The soups, the sandwiches, the
The
everything.
stuff, the food we're talking
what are a
about.
few?
Hot
Yeah,
dogs,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
hamburgers, pizza, tuna melt, roast chicken, fried chicken, eggs, chocolate. And then my mom's matzo ball soup. Finish with that.
You know who? I love that answer. You know who else? I asked this question to all my guests. You know who was the only other person that said that?
Who?
Was Jacques Pepin.
Oh, see? And for people
Wow.
who don't know, it's one of the best chefs who ever lived.
That's what he said. And I was like, damn it, Jacques, that is the perfect answer. Give me, he goes, it will be long and it will be everything. He said something along those lines. That's not a quote, but it was something, it
sounds
was
great.
along those lines.
That's nice.
So Lily, you're up.
Mine-
Top that.
Mine is my husband's lemon pasta.
Oh,
Ooh.
My husband is an amazing chef, and my last meal would be his
that's
pasta.
nice.
Well, talk to me a little bit about this lemon pasta. I need a little more detail.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
little more detail before we let you go.
Yeah. So when he asked me to be his girlfriend, he made this for me. It was a lemon pasta. It was a little creamy, not too creamy, just perfect. And then he topped it with caviar, and it was
right.
the best
Delish.
pasta I've ever had.
What kind of noodle we talking?
It was a tagliatelle.
Oh, gotta love a tagliatelle.
Come on, right?
All right.
Really
Throw-
nice.
Throw a lot of caviar on top. How bad? You got married, right?
I
Worked
mean,
out.
it worked, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you again, man, and good luck with your tour. I look forward
Thank
to
you.
reading and,
Come
and
see
sharing
us if you're in the
second book.
New York area.
Yeah.
Oh, I will, man. Yeah, heck yeah. And next time I'm out
Good.
in LA, I'm definitely gonna
All
come
right.
check out the diner. Man.
Please
That
do.
sounds- That
Oh,
sounds
love
Great
great.
to
that.
meet you, Brad.
Oh, heck
Thank
yeah.
you.
This episode was produced by Brad Leone and Carolyn Gagnon in partnership with Studio 71. It was edited by Kate Brunotts with music by Harrison Menzel.